What are soulbound tokens? All you need to know. One of the newest topics in the crypto space is soulbound tokens. People are saying that this could change a lot of things that people and projects have been doing for several years now. The big question is, what is a soulbound token exactly? And how will this change things? Well, that's what we're going to be getting into today. Before we deep dive into the world of soulbound tokens, hello again everybody, Matty here, your Crypto Knight, here to share more information and updates on cryptocurrencies. Before we begin, please know, as always, what we share here in these videos, and in this video in particular, is not financial advice. And we on Crypto Knight are not mandated to create any videos for any brand, service, or company. And as I always say, I'm just another chap here who's, well, mad about crypto and who's passionate about sharing what I know and have experience in when it comes to the crypto space. So with all of that being said, let's talk about soulbound tokens. One of the co-founders of Ethereum, Vitalik Buterin, has a massive new Web3 project in progress. Buterin and his co-authors wrote in a white paper entitled Decentralized Society, Finding Web3 Soul, and spilled the details on their vision of a DSOC, a fully decentralized society. They envision achieving this by creating SBTs, which means soulbound tokens. Sentiments on soulbound tokens are quite different, to say the least. Some believe that SBTs are a more trustworthy and streamlined way of verifying information, while others have likened it to China's authoritarian social credit system. Well, to be able to determine what SBTs really are and whether it is beneficial to most investors in the crypto space, it's important to understand how it works. So let's start with going back to NFTs. An NFT is a non-fungible token of information that lives on the blockchain. Every NFT is unique, as it has its own metadata and identification code. Soulbound tokens are just permanent, non-transferable NFTs, hence the name Soulbound. Now, these tokens cannot be given away, taken from your private blockchain wallet. Now, these are representations of commitments. These are credentials and affiliations of souls that could use trust network to establish a reputation and also provenance. Some of the benefits described in the paper include community wallet recovery and Sybil resistance governance. Buterin, along with the other authors, defined souls as our key primitive is accounts or wallets that hold publicly visible, non-transferable, but possibly revocable by the issuer tokens. Now, we refer to the accounts as souls and tokens held by the account as soulbound tokens, SBTs. So they see this as a new type of token to be added to the list of other token standards such as NFTs or ERC20 tokens. The main difference with SBTs though is that, again, it is non-transferable. As mentioned earlier, fellow crypto knights, this truly revolutionizes many sectors. You see, NFTs or ERC20 tokens can be transferred. Additionally, they are used by, well, a large number of users. You can buy them, you can sell them, you can create marketplaces, and you can even assign functionalities to these kinds of tokens. SBTs, on the other hand, are linked to a wallet or a user account. That means that they are simply linked to a company, a project, or even a person. Another important factor of how different SBTs are is when we use NFTs or ERC20 tokens, we are using tokens that are smart contracts. These tokens are usually deployed on the Ethereum blockchain. There are also other protocols allowing similar assets to be released, examples of which are Solana, Sol, and Binance Smart Chain, BSC. SBTs would change the way we think about tokens in the crypto space, as they can be used as a decentralized database to identify different users and different wallets. This means it could change the way that people use other types of blockchain applications and airdrop. Soulbound tokens cannot be sent and exchanged in the market as we do with NFTs, ERC20 tokens, and, well, other types of tokens really. Although both the NFT and SBTs are non-fungible. The main difference really is that NFTs are transferable while SBTs are not. The only way to change the status of SBTs is if the owner of it revokes it. So how do soulbound tokens work? Well, in a world where one can write and claim, well, anything on Facebook and other social media platforms, SBTs may be able to provide a better way of verifying a particular type of information. Let's take a closer look at those claiming to have graduated from a prestigious school like Yale University. They can claim that they graduated there by writing on paper, their Facebook, for instance, or resume. But with how SBTs work, Yale University can distribute among its graduates SBTs as proof of them graduating from the school. Now, this can revolutionize verification of one's educational status and also further ensure the legitimacy of claims. False claims can be verified efficiently. Buterin and his co-authors also envision SBTs to solve some of the problems ravaging decentralized finance like scams and theft, since the tokens cannot be sold or transferred from one wallet to another. Since NFT thefts are becoming rampant, Buterin and his co-authors believe that this is where the true power of the mechanism lies. Another great way SBTs can help the community is the Web3 community. They can check for themselves the credibility of the NFT artist or project. This can allow them to choose the projects or artists that they support wisely and make informed decisions. Okay, so now we know the benefit that SBTs would bring to the crypto ecosystem, but there are factors and risks that we need to think about too. So one is what happens if someone or an organization sends your soul in SBTs that you don't want? Does that mean that you are unfortunately stuck with them forever as they are non-transferable? Ideally, the answer to this would be no. Buterin and his team shared that for this system to work efficiently, it would have features that would allow individuals to hide SBTs from public view or destroy them. This is the team's plan, yes, but as the system is not built yet, it's something that we need to keep in mind and assess once the system is made available. Another risk to think about is, what if your soul is hacked? Or what if you lose the key to your soul address? With NFT thefts sprouting left, right, and center, it is so important that proper contingency plans to prevent bad actors from taking identity theft to a whole new level are in place. To address this concern, Buterin proposed a community-wide adoption of something known as the social recovery model. With this feature, users can appoint institutions or a set of individuals as guardians. The ones appointed as guardians have the ability to access and change the keys of a user's wallet if it ever is compromised or hacked. The authors note that recovering a soul's private keys would require a member from a qualified majority of a random subset of souls communities to consent. Now, this wouldn't resolve the concern entirely, because what would happen if the guardian appointed has, well, passed away, or if their relationship breaks down? Tricky and sticky situations are waiting to happen there. Another risk comes with the fact that they represent our personal information and make it doubly or even triply hard to impersonate us. Tokens can be used for many things like event ticketing, exclusive airdrops, and other benefits for members of a community. And that all sounds absolutely fantastic, right? But this comes with alarming risks too. But this can be used by bad actors to their advantage. They can use this to identify, target, and even harm members of specific communities. Members can, for instance, be denied entry to facilities, denied medical care, refused travel permits, and many other alarming risks. The authors have obviously given thought to this, as they wrote that a database of SBTs would provide a way to automate redlining of disfavored social groups, or even target them for cyber or physical attacks, enforcing restrictive migration policies, or to even make predatory loans. Well, with the many pros and, well, some cons, its development and availability will be the true test of Buterin and his co-authors, claiming SBTs will revolutionize the crypto space. Will it bring forth the many advantages we pointed out, especially when it comes to being a more streamlined and trustworthy way of verifying information? Or do the risks that come with it outweigh the advantages? Are others right when they say it's much like China's authoritarian social credit system? What do you think? Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. And with that, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for accompanying me as we deep dive into the world of SBTs and souls, which, by the way, could be available as soon as the end of 2022, as per Jason Levine, who interviewed the paper's co-author E. Glenn Whale. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content we share here on Crypto Nights, please do join the community. Smash that like button, leave a comment below, and most of all, please subscribe to the channel. We truly appreciate that. doing that as you continuously help us to share information and updates with all of you. And until the next video, this is Maddie signing off. Take care, everyone, and invest wisely.